Identifying by his teeth, cause his face took too many rounds. She got a drop like we won't stop it till she face down. She got a drop like we won't stop it till she face down.
What if she sets you up?
Set you?
It's okay, it happens.
Don't do that. That's what pissed her off last time.
If I'm you, I'm gonna set this guy up.
Why would I set him? Why are you referencing setting up like I just do that? Like that's
no, because my bad. Just because you're like
that's because how everybody portrays me on the internet.
No, because
who have I set up?
Don't lie, Lush.
Name what
don't be scared.
No, I'm about to.
You got to be scared.
No, name what did I set up? No, Les, shut up. Name
I don't know what you set up. I don't know what you set up.
Les, name one deceased or live that I set up though, because I want you to stand on what you just said though.
Okay, I didn't think that you had ever set anybody up until right now. You feel me? Because after you said that, it's like, damn, you turning up that much over. I was just joking. You feel me?
You don't play with somebody's character.
I think to be fair though,
that sounds like
I need everybody to shut the on God now, because now I'm mad. Let's what
like her.
You didn't
needs me.
No, I don't need.
Yeah, so it's been a lot of narratives going around about jaleec for a while, right? She be, in the mix, so it don't help or whatever have you, right? I mean, I ain't never heard she set nobody up. I was never under that impression, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Shit, you just tried to insinuate that I set up and I got offended because I set up. Stop playing with my character, though.
Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Look at her.
No, we're going into 2026 with you with motherfuckers like y'all playing on my.
Don't say y'all. Say him.
No, you.
He was like at one point was good with Oak Park, but then there's tension. They split off, and then that becomes like a major area of tension.
And they say you a big part of that tension.
How you a girl starting gang wars? That's crazy. We don't know. I mean,
I started a gang war on accident.
Oh my
God. Listen, it was an accident.
This is bad.
I think I made a history with that though. Like I think I was like the only girl that created a gang war on accident.
We hear about girls starting gang wars all the time, but it's always about
of LA gang beefs is over females.
But when we hear it's over females, we assume,
But you see, Jaleek, you want the credit for whatever, right? But when it come down, or you see, it just should be understandable where the luscious jokes come from, right? When you go up here and do an interview and you say some shit like that.
Two gangsters were fucking the same girl, and then that created tension.
Well, no, that's what it was.
Oh, okay.
So let's just be direct. Right. Yeah, no. So I was dating Briss first. And then I started dating Ozzy Marcus. But the tension didn't come from the politics.
All right, so we got all of Fruit Ridge in the building? Because that's all I want. I want Fruit Ridge to come front and center, blood. All right, I need the screen recording to go. Now, this is what I'm going to say, and this is what I'm going to say for the last time. You know what I'm saying? Chris was my ex-boyfriend. The whole world knows that, okay? I've said on numerous occasions, Marcus never wanted to diss Chris, okay? Marcus made a song. If you go listen to his song, Most Hated, he talks about dissing Chris and having empathy and sympathy towards that situation. That was never supposed to go that far. Marcus was never going to diss Chris based on him being my ex-boyfriend, okay? Y'all don't know the reality of that narrative. Now, if y'all know anything about MBK and anything about Frank Long and anything about Fruit Ridge, you know that MBK and Fruit Ridge is pinkies down. Pinkies down is Frank Long. Like, you basically, like, not with Frank Long. You know what I'm saying? So, they're pinkies down, okay? So, MBK is responsible for the passing of Chris, not Frank Long. So, if MBK and Fruit Ridge are both pinkies down, they were supposed to become allies. But this is where things got tricky, okay? I hope y'all are screen recording this. This is why everybody say, sometimes when you play the middle, you know what I'm saying, like, things get tricky. That's why Marcus said that in the song. Because I can't even say everything that I want to say. I can't even say everything that I want to say because it's just too much. Like, it's too much. But this is what I am going to say. We have apologized. We have written our wrongs for that. We have kids. Chris has kids. We don't want our kids growing up on that. We don't want, Chris's kids growing up on that. And, people aren't going to do what me and Marcus are doing. Me and Marcus are not together. We're never going to be back together. We're done. We've been done since my son was born, and my son is 4 years old, about to be 5. Okay?
So it was political, right? We could tell it was that, but it seemed like, whatever the situation was with Jaleek and Ozzy and Briss was the straw that broke the camel's back. even though I don't know if it's from from Uzi's section who was involved in that shit. I think his name was Moses or some. I don't know if he was a North Day, bro. I don't really know, but you see how shit get mixed up and people like associate some tricky shit with your name. You feel me? But
so what I am gonna say is, for the sake of our children, we are gonna apologize publicly to the family as well as the fandom of Chris Blood, because we had nothing to do with that. So I really want y'all to marinate that. Let it resonate in your membranes, because we had nothing to do with that. And we never wanted it to get that far. Okay? And I really want you guys to take my word for it and understand the sincerity from this apology. Like, we are so sorry that happened. And every day I have to live with that on my, just on my heart, on my conscience, because it could have been avoided.
This has been the talk of Northern California ever since Jaleec stepped forward. And let's be honest, when you look at the situation from the outside, it's easy to understand why people in the culture started asking questions. She was involved with two individuals who already had serious street issues with each other and couldn't see eye to eye.
exactly. Then not to mention other little shit like going to go shoot the video at the crime scene where he lost his life. Hella shit, right? But you see how I played a little video with Brissy, right? In them at the beginning, right? He say what he say, this, that, and the third, right? And I wonder if the EBK niggas, they fucked with Briss. They was cool, this, that, and the third. But he say that, right? And I'm like, who he talking about, bruh? But then I remember,
I honestly feel like she just got tired of trying to go against me. Now, when DC Baby Draco went to jail, I don't even honestly feel like that she had too much content to make. If you guys remember, she was inconsistent but as soon as he got out, I guess that was a fuel to her fire. And she even made a video stating that it's not too much going on, and she will try to dwell into the mainstream media covering mainstream rappers. But all of a sudden, DC gets out, and she has all this goddamn content. What the fuck? Now, Jaleec prides herself on credibility. And she was going around confirming, quote-unquote confirming, that Trey B got his pole took on Figueroa in LA. And when he made the interview with DC Baby Draco, debunking that rumor, I don't think she liked it that. And on top of that, in that same video, they were talking shit about her, calling her a hoe and saying she slept with everybody. Fuck, everybody. And that's when DC Baby Draco started calling her Holies. Knowing Jaleec, I guarantee that shit did not sit well with her. What the? And that's when she decided to come out the woodworks and make these allegations that EBK Lebo was really the one that killed J Black. And that EBK Little Sleeves is in there for no reason. Now, ever since then, a back and forth ensued between both of them, quote-unquote exposing each other. And she posted his address in LA, and she also posted his social security, and the kind of car he drives, and all that shit. Now, DC is because he actually posted her real address, the one where she currently has her children residing at. Now, I heard that she does not live there. She lives on a whole separate side of town, not Vegas, not LA, Sacramento. But the address, the apartment building downtown that he posted, that is actually where her children are at on a daily. And allegedly, that's Uzi Marcus's mother's house. Now, that's some cold-blooded ass shit. Because what if something happened and that shit got shot up? Jaleec more than likely will be nowhere near there unless she is dealing with her damn kids. Now, a lot of people may wonder why nothing has ever.
But you hear it though, right? His address is being dropped, this, that, and the third. It's hella little tricky shit going on, right? I don't know if he said Trey B address was dropped or if DC and Jaleec was just dropping each other address, right? But you feel me? I'm gonna just keep it
happened to Jaleec besides her getting basically slapped the fuck by Little TYS, aka Titanium Forehead. Now, my opinion is that if you guys really think about it, she is Uzi Marcus's baby mom, and Uzi Marcus is a real Zilla Oak Park member. Now, Jaleec mainly goes after Oak Parkians, the Oak Park Coons. Now, it is a lot of protection between her because that is the mother of his kids. I'm pretty sure it's no green light on her head from anyone because they're basically not allowed to touch her because of what I just stated, Her baby father is a real top hat coon from Zilla, from Sacramento. Now, you guys can go ahead and play this favoritism game between him and Briss, but we all know that his ass is nothing to play with, Yes, he looks goofy, but he is not someone to play with in that direction, especially his kids and the mother of kids. Now, as far as the Southside Stars members, I don't even think they take her serious enough to even want to crash out and kill a female, over some internet bullshit. She has never killed no one or hurt anyone. It's all talk on the internet.
You hear that, bro? She ain't ever hurt or killed nobody, bro. You feel me? But I think these illicit activities she be into in her little blogging journey, whatever have you, bro, type shit, whatever have you, then got the pot stirred up to where people, the Lush making weird ass jokes. Fuck wrong with you, Lush?
Now, as far as these EBK members, these young EBK coons, reckless coons, they don't have a give about her or her kids or anybody that has to deal with where the she comes from. There's no ties to EBK and Jaleece besides this goddamn internet bullshit, and maybe even EBK Juvie Juve, because he got her pregnant. Now, if you guys pay attention to pretty much all her damn content, it's all about EBK. And none of that shit, for the most part, is in their favor. It's all EBK slander. And she swears up and down that whatever she says is law. Now, Jaleece, this is no offense to you, all due respect, but I really feel like that they are getting tired of your shit. I feel like they've been tired, but you incriminating the out of Lebo and placing him at the scene of the crime, and no one heard that shit, not even me. And also, you saying something about Sloby's killers. I don't think that they even want you to even mention Sloby's name. And the fact that you're saying that the Flyboys killed Sloby and all this other bullshit, and then the fact that you deleted everything you said, it's kind of like you threw a rock and hit your hand.
Now, this was way before SGA made the video about Sloby last words and this, that, and the third, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, it was intricate details getting leaked, whatever have you, and bruh, you get where I'm going with it?
And yes, you just lost out of the beef between you and Draco, because, what? He posted your address, and then you just disappeared. And then you're saying that everyone made YSL Woody famous. It's no damage control that you can do right now to save your ass. Because word on the street is that these young EBK members and a few more people, they are trying to tan the god your ass. Now, for those who do not know who Tan the God is and was, she is a young lady, or was a young lady, out of Oakland, California, who went viral for killing her ex-boyfriend for domestic violence abuse charges. Long story short, he was beating the fuck out of her. And allegedly, she killed him and beat the case, and then made a whole-ass album cover, a tombstone, a song, and a video, mocking him and calling him an ex-pack. Basically saying she turned him into a pack, and going fucking viral over it, and then taunting the family about that shit. Now, I watched a live stream video of the same day she opened up. Now, I got a weird ass and chilling as I was watching that shit. Something told me to screen record that live. Guys, she ended up getting killed that same goddamn night. And
I was up there, bro. I was up there that day, bro, when this shit happened, bro. Like, feel me? I ain't seen nothing, of course. But, and out of fact, Blood, who was involved in the case, beat it. He out right now, bro. Type shit. On some self-defense type shit. But, let me keep lit.
By who? This is basically a EBK member. Before he went to jail, his ass was seen all throughout these EBK videos. This is basically a EBK member. Now, it gets a little bit deeper. But I guess her boyfriend that she killed was his homie. Now, if that doesn't alarm you guys about this whole Jaleece shit and the rumors surrounding her name, that shit is very chilling and alarming. These basically want to kill her. And it's like, she doesn't give Basically, I have some words for her, and that is to stop crashing out. Just like DC Baby Draco said, it's not that serious. You have plenty of avenues to take to get famous and rich, just like you want to get. But the way you just went, that shit is foul. Now, I have my videos. I have my fair share of videos that have plenty of shock value. But I pick.
Yeah, bro. So you see what I'm saying, bro? And I ain't gonna lie. I think, I ain't gonna lie. I think this her being employed with no jumper or certain shit, right, has kind of like, you feel me, help a little bit, like save her a little bit type shit. Not like that, bro. But if niggas was really on her, help me, though, her being more in the public eye and make it that more risque. But you see, you understand me, right? So, but yeah, you see, it was a lot of like addresses being dropped and just hella shit, bro. Hella infidel type shit to where, and then like just some of the extracurricular activities she was involved in, right? Make it appear a certain way. But like I say, bro, I was never under the impression she was no setup artist. She might was a bit too mixy, right? Like for type shit. Like, just imagine, bro, your girl, she doing her vlog shit, but it's really like borderline street shit too. So she fake politicking and faking a mix. And you know how that shit get, bro. Like, you know, they say running from the Bay or running from up north, this, that, and the third, but it could be a career move as well. It's beneficial. But yeah, bro, that's really where I think it stemmed from, like, you know, being too in the mix with certain shit, you know, and you know, type shit.
Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper, need it now and not later, ho. Say ho, you can't be playing with that paper, ho. Nigga need that yaper.